welcome. Welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me, I'm Melissa. I'm happy to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, give me a follow down below. Hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. For today's video, we are going to be redoing a planty corner in my room. I have a long trailing plant that is actually climbing on the wall, and I don't like it anymore. I liked it at first, but it's it's taking over too much space. So I have a new grow light I am going to install, and I'm going to be installing some shelves. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to use a drill and a hammer and try and get it all even. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I wanted to do this kind of in the evening because during the day it's a little bit bright in my room by the window here, and since the sun isn't shining in, I feel like it would be perfect to do this kind of later because it's hit or miss with the weather. Sometimes it's rainy and then I can film in here during the day, and on really bright sunny days it's so much sun in here it's really hard to film. I have plants in the middle of my room. Some of them have spider mites, some of them have flat mites, so that's kind of the quarantine zone right now. I just have so much plant pest issues going on. It's just flat mites and spider mites. I will be doing a planty update for you guys soon. I didn't do one for the end of January, so here soon I'm going to film an update and we'll check on some new plants that we got and do a few other things. So for today's video, we are just going to be redoing my planty corners. So what you are looking at is this back corner of my plant room. It's to the right of the window. And this Brazil that is hanging on the wall, well, climbing up the wall, I'm going to be taking down. I don't like that it's taking up so much wall space, and I think I just want it to trail and climb down and just have a trailing basket of it. And the planter that I have it in, the basket, the boho plant stand, is kind of in the center and it's taking up too much space. These plants are a little bit squished. So the shelving that I have is 2 shelves that I'm going to be doing, and then I have a grow light that I'm going to be installing in the corner down. And it'll give so much extra light to this corner, this space, and I think my plants are going to appreciate that. So I'm going to show you the shelves and the grow light that I'm going to be using. I did get them both off Amazon. This is the lamp kit that I ordered. It's from Barina, and you guys know that I love their lights. I use their strip lights, and this comes in a whole kit, so you get the actual light, which I'm super excited about. I think it's gonna be amazing. And it comes with the cord kit. This plugs into here. And this actually is a self-timer, so you can have the lights come on a timer. And then it also comes with the wall clips here, as well as the instructions. So this is what I'm gonna add in that corner, and I think I'm really gonna love it. And then we will open the shelves. And they're white, of course, because it has to match everything else. And, okay, so there is 2 of them in here, this one and this one. So they're supposed to be 8 inches this way. So if I had an 8-inch nursery pot, it would fit on here fine. And so it has like a black little thing that you screw onto the wall, and then the shelf slides right onto it. So it's like an invisible shelf type of thing. So when you look at it, it's like that. I feel like they're pretty sturdy, pretty heavy duty. So I'm gonna have to try and find a stud in the wall. If not, it comes with the nails and the anchor support, which I do like anchors, but if I can find a stud, I would prefer a stud, just because sometimes anchors can come out. I have found. So yeah, we're gonna try and find studs, and so I have 2 of them. So I'll either do on the wall, I'll either do kind of at an angle like this, or I'll do them straight. I'm thinking more of an angle like that. But I am excited. So that is that. And again, that is the grow light that we're going to be doing. But before we get started, I'm going to move all this stuff and plants out of the way. So they aren't bothering us. And then I also have to go get a drill and all that stuff too. You can kind of see some spots where it was attached onto the wall and started climbing again. I have to take all these clips off. And there's some over there that you can see, and some more down here where it had started attaching. I cannot believe how long this plant has gotten. So I accidentally broke this piece that I'll propagate. I have one strand that grows all neon on my Brazil, which is kind of cool. But I think I'm gonna take this to the shower and hose it off while we set this up. That way it can get any dust and anything off, because I haven't actually dusted or cleaned this plant in so long. I didn't even account for the stickers leaving and pulling the paint off. I might just have to sand this and paint it tonight, and then maybe tomorrow morning I'll come back and we'll put the shelves up. We'll see. I'm gonna try and get this done tonight. We'll see how long it takes for this to kind of dry. I had to make a random trip out to the hardware store to get more spackling. I opened ours up that we had in the garage and it was hard as a rock. I guess the lid wasn't on tight enough. So I'm gonna finish up, I think, tomorrow. I think I'm just going to put the spackling on tonight so it can dry. This one says ready to paint in 30 minutes. Good morning, guys. It is the next day and I have spackled the entire wall. So I just have to sand it and paint it. I don't think it would take very long for the paint to dry. So I figure while that's drying, I'll just maybe water some plants or something in here and we'll get those shelves put up. It's a little bit sunny this morning, which is so nice to see the sun. I feel like it's been gloomy the last couple days. So it's out for now and hopefully it's not too bright for you guys. So I'm gonna get started on sanding this and painting it. I honestly think I'm more excited for the grow light than the shelves. I'm just excited to have more light for my plants in here, especially that corner because it's so dark. I keep smacking my anthurium inflow. It's right here. The one by the door. It has 2 ginormous inflows on it. And look at the new leaf on her. Isn't she gorgeous? Beautiful. She's massive and I love her. Ugh, I keep smacking into her. So yeah, I am gonna get started on sanding and painting, and then once that dries, we will get to installing the shelves and the light. All right, I'm gonna wash off my Brazil. This is the piece that broke off last night. I'm going to prop this. I think I'm just gonna do a water prop. It'll be easier, but I'm gonna cut this up into kind of individual pieces. And let's see. So here's my cutting. I'm gonna do a top cut there. And then we're just gonna do individual cuttings. I actually might add this to my neon pot since part of the neon strand broke off. Some of it does have a little bit of green, like you can barely see the green. So we will prop those, and I don't like this strand here. I'm gonna cut right here. It grew kind of wonky when I took it off the wall the first time because this used to be on the other wall. So I'm gonna cut here because I don't like this end bit. And let's see. We are gonna prop a top cut here. We're gonna do that as a two leaf top cut. And then I'm going to prop this one here. And then this one here. I have a little plastic cup here, and we are just going to plop them all down into the cup. I actually might have to take the leaf off on this one. Maybe. If you have any brown crispy bits, make sure you take those off so that they don't rot in the water. And I would normally let these callus a little bit first, but I'm not going to for these. I feel like I don't really have like pothos cuttings and stuff like this rot on me. But you could definitely let them callus for like 30 minutes at least. All right, so here's all of our cuttings, and I am going to probably put this into like a cache pot or something, and then I can just top it off. So once these root, I will probably add those back into the pot. I haven't propped a Philodendron Brasil in so long because it's been on the wall the whole time. That's so cute. What are you doing in here? You are the nosiest kitty, Luna. Do you see her in the tub? Go, Fran. Okay, I think the paint has dried. It looks brand new. You can barely see anything. So I'm trying to decide. So I took the boards out. There's two of them like this. They're just the invisible ones. So this metal bracket will slide in like that. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to do them straight up and down, or if I want to do one slanted on the side a little bit more. I'm thinking I kind of want to do them a little slanted. That way a plant here can hang down. And I also don't know if I should line it up with this shelf or if I should not line it up. I'm gonna have to find studs, and then we will start drilling the holes and attaching these. And I gotta hang the light too, but I'm gonna get these shelves hung first. So yeah, I might get my husband to help me find some studs real quick. I hate using that little stud finder. It comes with all the stuff that you need, the screws and the anchors, the wall anchors, but I don't want to use the anchors if I don't have to. If I can at least get one in into a stud, it'll secure it better than just using all anchors. Hey buddies. Hey buddies. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Is it cute? I am such a mess. I'm not gonna lie, those shelves are super annoying to put up because the anchors don't fit very well into the wall, so we had to, there was only one stud that we could use because I wanted to make them a little off center, but there's only one stud, so I had to put them in the same spot up and down. And then one of the shelves were somehow ended up being crooked, so then we had to redo it, so it was very annoying. Glad that is done. So we are going to hang the light up. The light should be a lot easier. I also was just staring at my plant down there, and I think my other Maranta has flat mites. I need to spend some time checking my plants and treating them. I've been trying to let the beneficial mites, you know, be on my plants. So I'm trying not to treat anything else if I don't have to right now. But yeah, I don't know. I might be spraying some plants down. So this is the Barina light, like I said. That's what it looks like. I believe this is a 25 watt. It's a par 38 light, and I love Barina lights. It's a full spectrum. So I'm trying to remember how I need to hang this up. Huh? What do you want? Yeah? You're such a baby. You're such a baby. You're such a baby. Yeah. Such a baby. So these little things basically just screw into the wall, and it grips the cord, and I guess that's the cover to secure the cord in place, and it has the bolt and the screw in the kit. So I'm trying to decide where I should hang the light, if I should just hang it in that diagonal corner or bring it out a little bit further, or if I should just hang it over these shelves, because now I'm not sure. Touched up some more of the paint because when we were trying to level the shelves, it scuffed the paint. So that's drying, and they're even. It took a while to get those on. And I don't feel confident that they're super, super secure. This side is in a stud, but the other side is not. So the heavier item I'm going to put on this side. It has a pretty long cord, so that's really good. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna screw 2 spots into the wall. right, so I wanted to give you a closer look. So that was actually really easy. They basically just screwed into the ceiling and the little lid covers them, and you can actually make the cord longer or shorter, however like long you want it to hang from the ceiling. So I might adjust it, but I feel like that height is okay to start with. And I have some command strips that I'm going to attach the cord back there to the wall with some of these. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm glad that I didn't make that shelf higher up because I was going to put it even with that top shelf here, so I'm glad I didn't do that. And I can easily reach it without needing a step stool or a ladder or anything. She has gotten so long, it is absolutely crazy. I love her so much. Let me show you my favorite strand on her because I just love it. This strand here is my favorite strand. This is the one that was climbing on the wall. You can see how flattened the aerial roots have gotten. This one here, I almost want to like pin this one up. I cannot believe how long she's gotten. We'll see. My goal for this shelf was to kind of create more space down here, you know, where some plants can get more light, and then I can actually utilize the corner now. And then I will maybe, I'm thinking about maybe doing 3 plants on each shelf, so that I can put a total of 5 plants there. Or I can just space my Scindapsus out because it is a little bit crowded. But I'm really loving the shelf. I'm so glad I did this. I think it looks so much better with her being off the wall. I just feel like I've opened up some room. I can add some plants up here, so I'm happy with that decision. And I got more light, so it's all around a positive thing. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope this was somewhat helpful or inspired you to set up your own new little plant corner. I love using shelves to utilize wall space. I honestly, it's so much nicer to get plants up off the floor, especially if you have cats, because then you can put things higher up. And if you have an empty wall, adding shelves like this honestly just utilizes that space so well. So I highly recommend using shelves, and then overhead grow lights like the one that I just installed. I will make sure I have the shelves that I got and the grow light linked down below for you. I got them off Amazon, and yeah, I think it's great. I love Barina lights. You guys know I have Barina lights, you know, on both my shelves, the strip lights, and I love them. And in my cabinet is the Barina. I almost am tempted to switch this one for one of my moss pole lights, but I already have it set up. I'm gonna leave it. But I actually might get some more of those when I redo the other bedroom, when I like take some plants out of here and put in there. So I will be getting more of those. I think I'm really going to like it. And it's so much brighter. You can already see how bright that corner is. So I totally recommend Barina lights if you have not tried them. Hey guys, just popping on. I wanted to show you this corner again real quick. It is the end of the weekend, and I haven't put plants on it yet, but I did put my Brazil there on one side, and the Brazil touches the floor all the way down here, but I kind of wrapped some of the vines up, and I moved one of my Scindapsus there because I put my Serpens there so the cats wouldn't keep knocking it over. It was normally right there, but I made some room for the cats, and they literally knock that over, I swear, once a day. So I'm not sure yet what I want to put on here. I'm going to be chopping my Scindapsus soon and probably rearranging this plant shelf, and then I will work on fixing that up a little bit more. But I like it. I think the light is amazing. It's so bright. I love having a light in this corner now. And yeah, these plants are all over the place. These had spider mites recently, so they're still kind of in quarantine. All my Marantas and Caleithias pretty much are out because of flat mites that I'm dealing with currently. So it is a hot mess. I'm glad I did this. It took a lot longer than I expected, but I'm happy with it. So I will talk to you guys soon.